Abuja, the Saudi sleeping prince has been trending, and the focus is on whether he is awake and now he is still in coma. Prince Waleed bin Khalid was born in 1987 into Saudi royal family, and they are considered as one of the wealthiest and powerful families in the world. Ne papa, Prince Khalid bin Talal, is a businessman and a member of the House of Saud. The mother is Princess Jazi, who is also the daughter of King Saud Abdulaziz. Now, Prince Waleed was named after his uncle Waleed bin Talal, who is a famous businessman and was once ranked as the 7th richest man in the world. Now, don't forget, sir, modern Saudi Arabia was founded by the great-grandfather of Prince Waleed bin Khalid. Prince Waleed grew up in a royal environment and as a regular rich kid. Now, Oyobia neneniji sports at the age of 4, and he loves car racing and horse riding as well. Now, at the age of 16, he was sent to a military college in London, and according to the papa, he sent Prince Waleed to the military college hoping that the training will help him become a responsible person just for his future roles as a prince. But unfortunately, in 2005, at age 18, Prince Waleed was involved in a fatal accident ama wako coma since 2005 to date. Now, on that very day, he was in the car with 2 of his friends, and according to the papa, he felt to say on that particular day, something bad might happen to his son. He actually told them, but he later permitted them after he got convinced by his son and his 2 friends. And few hours after he left, he was involved in that fatal accident. Now, after the accident, Prince Waleed briefly woke up, but the only thing he was able to say, and he said, "How am my friends?" Just after saying that, he fell into a long coma. Now, according to the papa, Prince Khalid, he was very glad and thankful that his son was the driver, because knowing who his son is, and his son couldn't have lived with the guilt of harming his friends. But fortunately, and they were very much okay. Now, just after the accident, a team of medical specialists were brought in just to try to stop the bleeding in his brain. Now, the doctors, after trying everything that they could, Prince Waleed was still unconscious and was in coma. And sadly, Omukache ne papa said, Nebano ain't to me survive more than 72 hours. And so Omu life support na ne sinisono, as at that time now, Nebano would have been dead. So it was up to the dad to decide whether to wait for the 72 hours for the son to die or take off the machine and then declare him dead. But the father said something, and I believe that has kept the son alive till date. The father said this, and I quote, "Who am I to take his life? If God had wanted him to die in the accident, he would have been buried already. Whoever kept him alive all these years is able to heal and cure him." These were the words of the father of Prince Waleed. Into 1 year free life support also. And fortunately for him, the doctor's initial diagnosis was wrong, and just after the 72 hours, the son did not die just as they predicted. And they kept him on life support for the first 18 months there was no sign of movement or even improvement in the condition of the prince. But the family never gave up, especially the papa. He was at the side of his son at every point in time. And according to reports, they were briefing him and talking to him just like Ubia or Tiasino Tumikasa. They were updating him of events that were happening in their house, in their family, things that are happening in the world, decisions that they are taking, everything regarding their family and everything that is happening in the world. Omu briefino say, "Prince, this is what is happening today." And as if omobano etiase adi omo kenyinano mote. Now, strangely, Waleed began breathing on his own for 3 months without the aid of a mechanical ventilator, and that gave the father and the medical team some form of hope. Fast forward, in 2016, after spending more than a decade at the hospital, he was moved to his family home in Riyadh to continue his treatment. Now, at some point in time, they realized that he was responding to touch and voices, but then it was to a specific group of people, like members of the family, his doctors and nurses. Now, Omusonimua, Utimi Filise were responding to it, but I knew Biana Nesonimua, Utimi responded to that. In 2019, his aunt, Princess Rema Bintala, had the video Bibetone ex account now who said, "Prince Waleed, moving it left and right," and that is the footage on your screen. And in 2020, another video, Eba Bontia, now Prince Waleed, Pejanesa as a form of responding to greetings bia na maame bi edemano. And all these indications ni nyina no ema ne papa ebenya gidie se de tie bia no eye den ya ne ba no one day obesori. And the doctors also realized some changes in him. At a point omu hu se na o gain weight and na hu se onyini. From 2020 till now there bibi fufuo bia nhyedansi. But on April 18th 2025 and the families of Prince Waleed bin Khalid echo celebrating his 36th birthday. Now just after the celebration of his birthday no videos and images were circulating online. Say the prince na wako coma for 20 years finally wenyane, and there are images all over that shows say ampa Prince Waleed Khalid wenyane from that long coma. But it turns out to be say pictures ni videos na circulating was not actually Prince Waleed. Nemum no ne brother a friend of Prince Mohammed bin Khalid. Also on Tuesday 16th June 2020 Prince Mohammed bin Khalid enso konya accident as at that time no na ebi mposusu say assassination attempt ne car ni nyina ehye ema ono nso coma from 2020 enti eye ono na recently ne wofa ye friend no Prince Masha bin Talal the pictures of him ebeto abonte say ne wofa se Mohammed bin Khalid 2020 okonya accident no finally is awake. But people thought to say enams oye part of the Saudi royal family now or some form of resemblance with Prince Waleed in they started sharing the video and the images saying say Prince Waleed bin Khalid finally awake from the long coma. It as it stands now, Prince Waleed is still in coma. Ne papa mo kire say omo de omo gidie say omo ba no obenyane na de ba ko a ema ne gidie ni sipi onim say one day ne ba ne be sorry no the story of Emirati woman be a friend Munira Abdullah. Na amanfo enim that story of Munira no. Munira had an accident in 1991 and fell in coma for 27 years, but miraculously Munira woke up from that long coma in 2019. The full story of Munira will be shared, but not today. Entiano one of the stories that Emma Prince Waleed ne papa gidi say den ne ba no so no one day so will be to me call for 27 years no to me sorry there any ne ba no so for 20 years he will definitely wake up from the long coma. Enti mo ana mo pese mo find out whether say am pass Prince Waleed enyane from the coma no. There you go. Name one interesting aspect of this whole story is Prince Waleed, before the accident in 2005, he got married to one of his cousins. Sao Obano is still there. Now after the accident, Prince Waleed ako coma for 20 years. Obano so is still there. Where if you see every marriage proposal be omodi abeto nanim. Now odi atuju say even if it will take her forever, just to make sure say Prince Waleed enyane amo wabeka no asekuna, she's ready to do that. And onye na address say obe getting married to any man just because the man on any worry is in coma. And it has also become another talking point of the story of Prince Waleed bin Khalid. Now the story of Waleed, actually key things are 1, hope, 2, faith, 3, love, and 4, loyalty. The love, the unwavering support and faith of the father has been the bedrocker. A man bano still, or that's what you say. So papa ni lusu faith and come here sure say sabre ne bano. Come you life support but why not address no matter what it takes, he is going to fight till the end. My question is, a sign the bit me about, a sign bit me to be a name no says sign to any year and call for would do a child as a namfor as a nuano. Would they be willing to stand by you till the end? It is a question that I believe you need to ask yourself and get your answers. Many say na any development that comes up beyond I'll definitely let you know. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section and follow the page for more Mediana Citizen. Ojo Junior. God bless you.